Hey everybody, before we get into today's episode of the Dummy Time Podcast, I want to take a moment to talk about our new sponsor, W Energy. If you're tired of the usual energy drinks packed with fillers and artificial ingredients, W Energy is here to change the game. They've created a clean energy formula that is free from maltodextrin, artificial coloring, and unnecessary additives. What sets W apart is their focus on cognitive performance. Their unique blend includes vitamins and nootropics, with the star ingredient being neurofactor. This patented extract from high-quality coffee cherries has been clinically shown to boost brain performance so you can stay sharp and energized throughout your day. And here's the best part. You can enjoy all of this without breaking the bank. If you're ready for that big energy boost, head over to their website and use code SCIENCE at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's SCIENCE and get 10% off of every order. And it lets them know that we sent you. A big thank you to W Energy for giving us the extra kick we need and for sponsoring today's show. Now, let's get into the episode. And it was just really funny because they've had a very distinct lifestyle of a lot of chaos at once. And it was really funny because those two were just cooking along. John and his lady were just in the kitchen. And it was really funny because at one point I looked at him and I went, "You're really not used to this, are you?" Like, I'm just not used to someone not needing my help or not being told or asked to do something while other people are cooking. And I just go, "Hey, are you guys good?" And he just get a, yeah, we're good. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep watching Despicable Me 3. It was very cute to see like someone just like so out of their element, but so trying so hard to just enjoy it. Also,
That's adorable, but on the other end of that, like, I legit have like a chef kitchen fetish. Like, I love like cooking for people, and also even better having someone in the kitchen who like serves under me as a sous chef.
oh man, it's really fun. Like I don't like having someone in the kitchen with me unless they like to listen distinctly to what like please just do this and
Oh,
this and this.
oh, I don't. You say please?
Yes, I'm still very polite.
He's still
Like
very demure.
even
Bro.
when I worked in a restaurant, like even like when I was working in a restaurant, I would like go walk around someone like, "Can you move, please?" Like the first time, and then if they just ignore, I was like, "Bitch, fucking move, please."
Get the fuck out of the way
Yeah,
now. Please.
but no, yeah, it was just very and like John and his lady, like, dude, when I tell you made some banging food, holy shit, it was fucking delicious. I can't remember. It was what is it, orzo?
Yeah, it was like it was kind of like a marry me chicken with orzo stew slash turns into a pasta
Oh my
after
god,
it
it
sets
was
for a while.
Joe. What I tell you, your little Italian or Sicilian heart, I can never remember, would be just happy and jumping with joy. It was so fucking good.
Mm.
Oh my god, it was delicious. And then I made stuff for us, even though the other two weren't here. I made enough so that the other two could eat because I was like, man, they made such a good dinner the other day. I'm gonna at least try to cook something.
Mm.
But it was pretty good. Oh, hey, by the way, it's episode 18. There's Anthony, John, Joe, Steve talking about
What up?
cooking and hanging out with people because we have friends
What up?
outside of the four of us.
We do. It's true.
Yeah, I try my hardest to like not talk like not that I try my hardest not to talk to you because I'm also very busy a lot of the times, but like I try very hard to not talk about like shit I have going on outside of this, so that way I have at least something to talk about.
Hmm.
Like,
Look, I love hearing
'cause
about your lives. Also, I love hearing about food. I'm never gonna not love hearing about food.
yeah, we were all just kind of talking about a very nice weekend we've been having of just shared cooking. It's been a I've been trying to catch up on cleaning and stuff too, so I've just been like running all over the fucking house all weekend. Gotham's been I had him clean his room by himself for the first time ever.
Hmm.
When I tell you that went down about as well as you expected it to. But I'll give him credit where credit's due. He did it. He maliciously complied very well.
If I tell mine to go clean their rooms by themselves, they look at me going, huh? Because they're used to their mother doing it for them if they just leave it. I'm like, no, that shit don't fly here. Sorry.
No, all I told him is like he would like be like, he's like, I don't want to clean my room. I'm like, I get that, but like it's your responsibility to take care of your own space. Like, so let's pick it up. Like, let's respect the space that you occupy and you can clear it yourself. And after a couple rounds of that, he just was like, okay, and he just maliciously complied by stuffing his toys in his toy box.
But
There, Dad, is it fine now?
Right, and I'm like, hey, and you just like, you did a really good job, buddy. I'm proud of you. Appreciate you doing that for me. Like, thank you for taking care of your space. And then off we go, and he's been fine. We took Miss Aubrey lunch today. He had fun doing that because he likes walking through Walmart, looking at all this stuff. He discovered Takis.
Discovered what?
nice.
Takis.
Oh,
Yep, he
Yeah.
grabbed a black. We went to the gas station that's down the road, and he found the blue Takis, and he's like, I want to get these for my snack and for lunch, and I go, no, absolutely not,
why not?
dude, not a chance. Am I gonna let my kid eat those blue fucking demon sticks?
Both like
Racist.
all three of my kids eat them. Hannah
It's not
eats
even
the ranch. There's like a chip type.
Yes, so the ranch ones, like I got him the ranch ones, and he was happy with those. He fucking loved those things. So like, great, he's got some for his lunch tomorrow, and he had some today for his little snack. But like, I was not gonna let him get these fucking blue demon sticks that are they're apparent, like, at least from what I've seen, been like, they're not great for you, period, at all. But also they're so fucking hot.
The blue ones are
He's
actually the
7.
blue ones aren't that bad.
I
I think it's
I'm
like
just
the red ones that are hotter, but the blue ones are
Mm.
not bad.
I don't know. I won't eat the damn things because I just
I
see
can't
myself
eat
getting the
any of 'em.
worst. I just see myself getting the worst fucking heartburn by trying to shovel any of those in my mouth. I tried one of the ranch ones. They tasted good, but it was just like a rolled up corn chip, and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
And what it was is they tasted like what we remember our snacks tasting like when we were kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you get the old fruit snacks. Like the Welch's fruit snacks used to be fucking delicious when we were kids, and I'd have them now every once in a while. And it's like, these are jellied fruit substance.
Yeah, like
bruh.
they're just not what we remembered as kids.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Dude,
Joe,
Aiden he'll make like taco salad or whatever. We'll have taco salad one night or whatever. And before he had to before we basically quit getting them for him, he would crush
Define
those
taco
up
salad.
to go in it.
he
What,
would
Joe?
what?
Define taco salad.
A salad, but like taco. Anyway, shouldn't have to explain that.
White person taco
Um,
salad, Joe.
Okay, because I do like Latino taco salad, and it's just like salad, but with a little bit of taco meat, but mostly salad still.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's basically what we.
Okay. Okay, I just want to make
Same
sure
thing.
because there's
Yeah.
people out there being like, "Oh, this is a salad," and then it's a Midwest
Basically
abortion
everything.
where it's fucking like 18 layers of mayonnaise.
Basically
Oh, mayonnaise.
everything. Why? It's
Wait a
basically
minute.
everything that goes in a taco, just in a bowl with like
Yeah.
Doritos or something else, or he'll take Takis and throw them in there.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
the
no.
worst, the worst one I've seen him do is he'll take those microwave pizzas, the square pizzas or whatever.
Mhm.
He'll take that and he'll make basically a pizzerito, and he'll put Takis in the middle of it and just eat it that way. He's
Oh,
done that before. He's like, "Here, you
God.
wanna try it?" I'm like, "Absolutely
Interesting.
not."
Yeah, I'll do like the nacho cheese Doritos or like the Cool Ranch because like those don't taste any. Well, actually, no.
I'm like,
Let me strike
I'm
that.
like, I
The
would
nacho
rather
cheese ones
lick a
taste
homeless
awful now.
man's foot.
but yeah, I don't. Man, kids today are a special kind of diet.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Bro, I
there's
love
special kind of diabetes.
there's memes. So have you seen the meme of like forcing a 18th like a 7th century peasant to try like modern food?
No.
Watching this motherfucker just absolutely lose his eyes to a warhead sour.
Dude, that'd be yeah. I can only imagine like the kind of shit we eat now. Ugh. Because like I've had
Not
like
even what we
hardtack.
eat now. Not even what we eat now, but like what we ate as a kid. Give it to our kids and be like, here, try this.
See, I could probably do that, and I don't know. Gotham might eat it.
Sort of.
So
What'd you say, John?
you remember the damn Dutch licorice that you brought
Yeah, the
that
double
time?
salt.
Yeah, so I took that to work and I gave it to a guy at work and he licked it and was like, no, can't do it." I was like, "Oh, come on." I was like, "I ate a whole one of those. Like, you're gonna sit here and just lick that thing?" I was like,
Because they're fucking
"Come
gross, you
on."
goddamn weirdo.
Yeah, I ate the whole thing. But like, it's just he uh he ate that shit and it was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Double salt Dutch black licorice." She's like, "That is atrocious. You got any more of them? I want to give them to my kids."
Jesus.
He gave one to his kids, and he texted me back, like, that afternoon. He's like, "I have lost all respect in my family." He's like, my wife was even like, "Where in the hell did you get that?"
Jesus. Newt, say cucumber.
Cucumber?
Thank you.
Cucumber.
Welcome to the podcast, Note.
Oh, Disney.
Sir Nutimus.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Newt just joined in.
Now you
Yeah.
know what as
That
opposed to the ghost
faint buzzing
challenge.
that you heard was the metal plate in Newt's head.
No, but
What
I
was
was
that,
saying
Joe?
as opposed to the ghost hunting challenge for me because I refuse to do that like white people nonsense.
Fucker, did
I
you say
would, you know
white
what
people nonsense?
Yep, that is some like, hey guys, let's split up nonsense.
That's some Scooby Doo shit. We're gonna go
No,
over here, and y'all are gonna go over there. Oh, fuck, no, we ain't.
honestly, Scooby Doo really is actually the one of the epitome like franchises of white privilege.
Dude,
These
you're
kids
not.
were constantly trespassing, assaulting people, and the cops are just like, way to go.
Congratulations, good job.
Fucking beating and maiming people with homemade contraptions and traps.
Yep.
Booby
In
trapping
their own
private property.
homes, in their own legal property.
Yeah. No, but no, so I guess yeah, Joe touched on that. We're scheduling out some fun little like ghost hunt things. We haven't pretty much scheduled out. It's just getting everybody to get in there and getting it done. But but yeah, Joe is refusing to partake in our white people nonsense.
But what I
Which
will
is fine
do
with me.
if we can get our hands on one, I will do a surstroming challenge. Like I
what?
will open a can.
A what?
What?
The Norwegian like super rotten smelling fish thing that literally the moment you pop the can, like you get like violently ill.
Oh, I
No,
thought it
I'm
was
good on
lutefisk.
that. Have fun with that.
No, lutefisk is delicious,
Oh,
even though it's made with lye.
listen, I'm all about you doing. I mean, you can do all the weird food challenges. Like I do. I don't mind doing weird food challenges. It's just, man, I don't know if I can take any more vomiting or like hot things
After the
going through my
fucking one
stomach.
chip challenge.
It
Well, that's
wasn't the
the
one
whole
chip
thing.
that got me. It's that fucking pepper.
That challenge, you don't technically have to eat it. You just gotta open the container. It's that bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can do that all you want. Like if I can make it to you, I'll come help you. See, here's the thing, Joe. I will never take offense to you saying that you can't come out and do any kind of thing that we plan to do. On the only thing of that you have so many food allergies and things that I'm worried about killing you that I would be so afraid to not put you in a little bubble.
Mm.
Right.
Like, all right, everybody, let's roll Joe onto set. Don't let anything touch him. We don't need him to die.
Don't breathe on the man.
Get that fucking latte out of here. What are you, crazy, Susan? Like, oh man.
We
But
would have to
anything
have
that-
a disclosure, like at the beginning, no dairy products.
Well,
if
yeah,
you
you can't.
if
Can't
you
have anything
drink
like that.
milk, go the fuck away.
Yep.
You stupid ribbon. Fuck you.
It's the single only reason why, like, I would not, if I could afford to, I would absolutely travel to Joe. If I was like, I need Joe for specifically something to film, I'm going to go to Joe, because at least there I know I can like get like sterilized in not the violent way.
Not the
I mean, the
violent
violent
way.
way too, if you
Sterilized.
want, but
Yeah, like Joe will make
Sounds
sure I'm
creepy.
clean and I won't kill him if I go and film something with him, but also, he's not going to take my nuts or something like weird like that. There's not going to be any Charlie the Unicorn situation,
mhm.
Jesus.
I'm just saying.
I want to go to Candy Mountain, Charlie.
Plus
We were-
Manhattan, like you have like universal options to just get up to some shit.
That's very true. We could. I have a very concerned thought that me and Joe can get into a lot of trouble if we were just like downtown New York.
Especially if we dress up.
Yeah, we could have a lot of fun. That's the best part is I will embarrass myself in a big city because I ain't gonna see none of them motherfuckers ever again. There's so many goddamn people. And there's so many other fucking weirdos doing weirder shit than me. Then like, what am I? I'm just a typical Tuesday afternoon.
Yep. It's like Eric
Oh,
Andre when he went in the subway.
that's
and
just
was
Friday,
like,
Freddy.
I did not get the job at Kellogg. I am now going to subject myself. And just like got on the subway and just started pouring milk into like a visor, like a dog visor. And
Yeah.
was just like, drink of me.
I'm just, whatever. I'm just, it's New York. The worst thing that could possibly happen is I might get stabbed by like making the wrong person angry.
Mm.
But
I could see
We
that.
stick to the right neighborhood, we'll be fine.
yeah, exactly.
Stick to the right borough.
Stabbing, smabbing.
Listen, he's not wrong. Like I've just walked through New York City one time and just like walked through different sections and I'm like, yeah, there's definitely sections that I like would not go to. I got
It's
there by
like, I'm
coincidence.
too white for this.
Not even that. It's just I am
Nope.
not a city person. So like I am ill prepared to handle such a mass scale of just stuff and people.
And to be fair, like the city's a grid. Like it's if you get lost in New York City, you fucked up.
Well, it's not even that you can't get lost, it's that you should be able to find your way at least somewhat back. Like if you know what street you need to be on, you can kind of figure out where you need to go just by paying attention to where
I
you
will
are.
forgive tourists. The subway, yes, is not the easiest to navigate.
Dude, fuck the subway.
Respectfully, watch your mouth.
It is a great system that functions almost impeccably, at least when I was there. But like, it is the most confusing thing to look at. You just see colors and lines. Chicago has a better outline subway system than you do, and that is saying something because Chicago sucks.
Respectfully, fuck Chicago. Okay.
Chicago was built 200 years after New York
Hey.
was.
Oh, wait, Jerry.
And that fucking airport.
Jerry. Oh,
And that
okay.
airport.
Not that serious yet. Never mind.
Oh,
listen,
you're
that
only
fucking-
one airport? We have
Yeah,
fucking
the one
3.
airport.
This motherfucker. No. Fuck you, Joe. This motherfucker flew me into Chicago O'Hare Airport, and I'm like, this is a dumpster fire.
Listen,
Oh, yeah.
listen,
I think the
the
only
best
one
flight-
worse was going into fucking Nashville. Like, that was
Listen,
terrifying. That was not even
the-
terrifying. That was just terrible.
The best flight I could get you it went to those areas. All right, it was like $350.
Nah, I
got
rate
you
you
there.
motherfucking
I had the option to upgrade to first class, and I fucking should have took that shit.
no airport is worse than freaking London, whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, I have not ever been out of the country, so I can never sail.
Dick, absolute dick.
My dad's been to a few places overseas. He's got to see a couple things over there. He said the flying there it's just pretty much slept the whole time.
Dude, I will give credit where credit's due.
The
I
flight
had a
takes
really
forever.
when I went to, I don't know which airport it was in New York. It wasn't the one named after Kennedy, I think.
It's there's LaGuardia and there's JFK.
LaGuardia. LaGuardia was really good. I had a very easy time
LaGuardia is even
navigating.
better now because they remodeled it.
Hey everybody, I want to take a moment to talk about our new sponsor, W Energy. If you're tired of the usual energy drinks packed with fillers and artificial ingredients, W Energy is here to change the game. They've created a clean energy formula that is free from maltodextrin, artificial coloring, and unnecessary additives. What sets W apart is their focus on cognitive performance. Their unique blend includes vitamins and nootropics, with the star ingredient being neurofactor. This patented extract from high-quality coffee cherries has been clinically shown to boost brain performance so you can stay sharp and energized throughout your day. And here's the best part. You can enjoy all of this without breaking the bank. If you're ready for that big energy boost, head over to their website and use code SCIENCE at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's SCIENCE and get 10% off of every order. And it lets them know that we sent you. A big thank you to W Energy for giving us the extra kick we need and for sponsoring today's show. Yeah, like I had a very easy time navigating LaGuardia. I had a really easy time like getting through and like getting to my gate and shit like that. Chicago was fine. Once you go there once or twice, you're like, okay, I can figure my way around here. It's just a weird shape.
No, walking through Chicago Airport, the no Russian mission from COD started to make complete sense.
It, I, I felt really
My
bad.
gosh.
I remember.
That
Like, I'm just
Dude, so I do feel a little bad because I was like, I remember getting the ticket going, I am gonna be sending Steve's country ass into Chicago Airport.
yeah.
No matter how many times I tell you just to follow the signs and to follow the paths that'll just drag you along with them. There is no
No,
preparing you to
no.
get through
Let me
Chicago Airport.
let me tell you my experience with Chicago O'Hare Airport. Okay. So when I got there, I looked at my ticket. I'm like, all right, I've got to be in this location. I looked at the map. It's halfway across the fucking airport. I'm like,
Yeah,
dick.
that's how it works.
All right.
sounds
I was
about
like,
right.
fine. I started making my way that way. Then I get an email. And I'm like, why am I getting an email?
Oh
I turn
no.
around, get an email. Your boarding location has changed to such and such. And I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking about what it changed to. I'm like, you motherfuckers, this was a gate over from where I got off at.
And you're halfway to your next gate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just dick.
So I'm on the other side of the fucking airport, and that plane that I needed to be on leaves in like fucking 10 minutes. And I gotta get my ass back across there. I was so fucking pissed.
So yeah, and like the worst
I
part is
was
so
mad the
Chicago
entire plane flight to fucking Nashville.
Mad as
and,
fuck. I know you were.
and Chicago's got these weird things where so like Chicago has these little walk through these really cool hallways. Sometimes they have really cool lights or they're just signs everywhere. But you walk through them and then you come to these big circle sections with places that go in different directions like a mall. And then you go, fuck, where do I go? And if you follow the signs, you're good. The problem is there's so much other shit around you and happening that
No, bruh.
following the signs is
No.
almost impossible.
Whenever I was there, it wasn't like that. It wasn't nothing cool because I'd have been like, okay, this is actually pretty dope. Nope. There's a whole lot of remodeling and shit and fucking arrogant ass northern people. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they're like remodeling all of fucking Chicago O'Hare.
Yeah. And what's worse is when I got into Nashville, I got off that plane. I went to go outside and I was waiting on Cam to get there to pick me up. And I'm like, she calls you, she's like, where the fuck are you at? And I'm like, I'm standing outside. She's like, what is around you? And I start telling her, she's like, I don't see any of that. So I walked inside and asked somebody there. I was like, look, my ride's here waiting on me. And they said that they're looking at this, this, and this. They're like, oh, you got to go downstairs. And I looked around and I'm like, bitch, I walked out the door and that was it. There is no fucking downstairs. And she pointed to these stairs. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I go down those steps and out the door. And I'm like, okay, now I see what she's talking about. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I looked
Yeah.
at her. I was like, there should be way better signage than this dumb shit. And I just walk out the building.
Yeah, so yeah, Chicago's just like that, where you can walk out not realizing that you need to go an extra like floor or 2 floors possibly down to actually meet the person that's like picking you up or your ride or like your Uber or whatever. And like it's really badly displayed.
Like, no, that was in fucking Tennessee. Like,
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying like it's like this, yeah, it's I've seen that in Tennessee, Chicago, and I think even in Atlanta. I fucking hate Atlanta. Atlanta's the worst goddamn airport in the country. I hate that place. I hate it so much.
I mean, as far as international airports, I actually like Orlando. MCO
Orlando's
is
got a nice
actually
one.
not terrible.
No, yeah, Orlando's got a really nice airport. Like,
Their TSA does not have their shit together, but I mean,
wait, does TSA ever have their shit together? Let's be honest.
yeah.
there's some places where
Fine.
TSA is really
Try
real shit.
JFK sometime and or
Yeah.
LaGuardia. They got their they don't lose twice.
Nope. No. John, where have you flown to? You've had to have flown at least once or twice, right?
I hate Atlanta.
Oh
Hate
god,
it.
Atlanta. Mm.
Fucking hate Atlanta.
Why you hate the ATL?
My dude,
Okay.
Atlanta's got one of the worst airports on the face of the planet. It's so big, and the people are all miserable, and it's just not. It's just I hate Atlanta so much.
Look, I don't know. I don't know about all that. All I know is Atlanta Airport makes my pee sad.
Jesus.
But
You
I
stupid
digress.
fuck.
But I
You stupid
digress.
fuck.
Ontario Airport also sucks.
Yeah.
LAX is not fun. And I wasn't talking about Canada, you fucking Canadian.
I'm just saying,
Ontario, there's a different Ontario airport.
There is an Ontario Airport in California.
I just
There's
heard
also
something new.
There's also John Wayne Airport.
Toronto Airport is a
Mm.
fucking
Is that you, John
I
Wayne?
heard Ronald Reagan's pretty good.
Heathrow Airport in England. Fucking horrible.
I heard JFK was a mind-blowing
ass.
experience.
Oh my
Heathrow.
Heathrow is
LAX is terrible. I couldn't stand LAX. What was the other one? Dallas. I didn't like Dallas.
I like Dublin.
I've only ever seen Dublin Airport from the camera of one of the guys that used to do the D&D show. And it looked like a cheap restaurant. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
barely qualifies as an international airport.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's kind of like the one that we have here. Not in the town that we encounter, but like 2 towns over. There's a international airport, but it's so small that you can't really. It's really just a hopper airport that takes you to other larger international airports.
Mm.
But for some reason that I don't know that somehow classifies them as international. I'm really not sure how the fuck it works. Cause it's a fucking tiny. I have shown up for flights 30 minutes early and gotten like in through security and sat down in time enough to actually like wait for the plane.
No, I'm super happy that my local airport finally has JetBlue, and I'm like, fuck yes.
Yeah, JetBlue is pretty solid.
Mostly because they're the only airline that has not actively tried to kill me. Like, I don't
pretty
know
sure
how hard it is to not discriminate against people with allergies.
Or do they keep like throwing peanuts at you?
No, because like I keep asking, like, hey, like, you have all these options for snacks. This would cause a risk. It like, can we work something out? Like, you do this for peanut people, but you don't do it for the other 9 allergens. Like, I will have an episode. Like, and they're just like, fuck you. They almost kicked me off a flight. I was like, oh. But it's some bullshit that the airlines do not have to follow ADA.
Really?
Yep, they have an entirely separate set of laws, which are basically bullshit.
Huh. I didn't know the airlines were like void of like ADA rules and shit.
Yep.
Huh. Learn something new today. Airlines hate disabled people. Cool.
Actually accurate. Like the fact that you can't use your own chair on a wheel on a
Oh my god,
on a
the
flight.
airline wheelchairs. Oh my Christ.
Well,
They're
have you ever seen
so...
how airports handle your wheelchair as baggage?
Oh,
They chuck that shit, bro.
They just
It's like
chuck
they
baggage everywhere.
try to destroy it.
Dude, they just chuck bag. I swear to God, every time I've watched like my bag get loaded into a plane, it's just a competition to see who can fuck it up the hardest. Especially my
Right.
piece of shit. Because like I haven't bought new luggage in like 10 years. So my thing is beat to shit. Like it's just an old piece of garbage bag.
They're sitting there thinking, shit, he'll never know the difference.
Right. So like I watched a dude like fucking grab my bag and just instead of putting it on the conveyor belt, just chuck it down towards the dude at the plane. Cause like I
And it's
pack
not their
light.
fault. It's because they're overly booked and overly packed out.
Well, yeah, and I know that they have to do it in like such a short amount of time. So it's like
If you
there's a
don't
reason why I
eat,
pack
it
light.
don't count.
Like, yeah, so like anytime I pack anything, I never pack anything like fragile in like a suitcase if I'm gonna be checking a bag. I don't fucking it's all just really light like clothes and shit. And it's only the amount of clothes that I know I could use and just wash, so like everything has a 2-time use.
No, like I plan it now that if I'm gonna be like buying delicate things, I'm going to UPS before I go. I fly and ship it out separately.
Oh no, anything that I think might get like damaged because it's in like a checked bag, I just carry a backpack and like that's what I carry on with me.
That's all I carried whenever I flew. I just carried a fucking book bag.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
was
yeah, for
way
a flight like
easier
yours,
that way.
that's the best option. Like for some, especially for something like we were just getting you out there so you can help us out. Like that was
And
like
it
yeah, that was
drives
like
me
pack a
for a
bag.
fucking day the next day. I watched the
Hey,
sun
listen,
come up in a truck and the sun go down in a truck, bitch.
Yeah, I've seen that.
it was
fun.
a fun ride.
It was. It was.
We got chased by a house. We got fucking
Buy a house.
yeah, we got chased by a house. We told that story.
Were
We
you
was getting
not? Were
chased
you
by a
not in the
house.
episode we explained that story?
No, I was. I just love. I like repeating it. A
Yeah.
house.
Yeah, we just
I know how
got
the
chased by
kid.
a
I know
fucking
that
house.
how the kids in fucking Jeepers Creepers felt.
Yeah.
The truck was fucking. The truck was like this ugly green color carrying a green house, and I'm like,
Dude, it was like a shit green color. It was such an ugly color fucking house. I don't know who in their right mind painted a house that color. I saw the same thing come out of Gotham's diaper when he was a little baby.
right.
It was that kind of gross green. It was ugh. Yeah. I don't know what episode it was, but go back and listen to all of them. Start at episode 1. You'll find it somewhere in between episode 1 and episode what is this 18. You'll find it somewhere. Yeah. If anyone actually followed the comments and commented on what episode it was last episode, it was episode 17. I counted and I found out. So congratulations to those who picked episode 17. I don't know. I'll read through comments, and if we have any, I'll give shout outs. Sure. But
Dickel, we're not
yeah,
live.
yeah, but people like getting shout outs, so they hear it the next episode.
We're gonna shout out everybody, you motherfucker. They're just gonna go, huh?
No, you pick out who got the right answer, and then you just shout
Everybody
out, like, how
thanks everybody
specifically.
for participating, but such and such had the better answer.
What do you think's gonna happen when you have people start paying for Patreon? Part of the perk is gonna get a shout out each episode. We're gonna be like, hey,
Well, yeah,
what's up?
absolutely.
What's up, Dickmeister32? Appreciate you paying us $5 to say your name live or say your name in a recording. You know,
Look my star.
What's up? The Met Gala is an inside job. What?
Right. Like, I think one of the tiers, I think for like maybe the first or second paid tier, I'm gonna make it one of the perks is you can submit a topic for an episode. So I can just crowdsource topics for us to be like, oh hey, by the way, we got this
Do our work for us.
yeah, do part of our work for us. It's fun. Everyone enjoys when you can get like people
Help
to pay
us
to do
help
labor for
you
you.
laugh.
That's anytime I see is like I'll throw it on as one of ours because people like doing it. People enjoy doing it. So if it brings people joy, sure, fuck it. Here you go. Here's a perk of being able to submit a topic for a show because you like listen to us talk about it. Cool. But
Nice.
but you know, but I will say every time I hear something like that as like hey, we got our Patreon where you can like do this or do this, and it's like we'll use it in the show. It's like, oh, you're just paying to do work for the people that you listen to. That's cool. But
Unrelated note, did I ever get to show you the really cool Christmas present I told you about?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Oh my god, no, this thing's sick. Hold on. So this is the holder for these fucking things.
Oh, right, the dice thing.
And then the chamber.
Oh, right. That is so fucking cool.
That
I
is
like
cool.
that they're shiny.
I know. And this also has numbers on it too.
Oh, cool.
Yep. And it's got a good ball bearing. Like
It just kind of keeps going. Yeah, I like those. I like those sets. You can tell they put a lot of effort and grease into their ball bearing, so it just
it's
like
the
fucking
machining
spins.
of it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I have like
am very appreciative of good machining. Like those videos of like the metal pieces that fit together perfectly and they're seamless. It's like, oh,
I fully
does
admit
something.
I have a kink for that. Like flawless machining.
Yeah, flawless machining. Yeah, and that does something for me. I'm not gonna lie. Hear that metal go together and it's just like a perfect. There's no seam or anything. You can see all the graining and all that shit from like all the cuts. It's like, oh, that's perfect.
Oh
It fits so well.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I'm telling you, there's something about some
Oh,
just good metal
Peter.
work.
Oh, Peter.
Hey, listen, I appreciate good metal work. All right, I can appreciate people who can work a rod well.
Oy vey.
Context, big dog. Context. Jesus.
I fucking can't.
Oy vey.
Oh, where's your
We'll be
there,
back
Big
after a
Rick?
word from our sponsor, the Recovery Center. This episode of the Dummy Time Podcast is brought to you in part by Southeast Carolina Crossroads. Addiction is a struggle many Americans suffer with. Being a slave to your vices is never a life one wants to lead, and in today's day and age, finding help with addiction, especially for men, can be just as daunting as the addiction itself. Southeast Carolina Crossroads wants to help you break free from the chains of addiction and give you the tools to help not only get out of the damaging cycle, but also provide skills and lessons to help maintain your sobriety. Their 13-week or 90-day residential program is designed to help men get the support they may desperately need to break free from their addiction and go on to live fulfilling lives without the shadows of drugs or alcohol. I have a great friend that suffered with alcoholism. It was ruining his life, his body, and destroying the person that I knew. And although I am not personally a religious person, I was able to see that the good Crossroads had done for him, and I couldn't recommend them more. So if you or a loved one are struggling to kick their addiction, give Crossroads a call at 910-549-8487 or apply online at secarolinacrossroads.com. Once again, that is 910-549-8487, or you can also apply online at secarolinacrossroads.com. Thank you, Southeast Carolina Crossroads, for helping my friend and sponsoring today's podcast.
Oy vey. Hold on.
Oh man.
Jesus. Way to break the episode there, bud.
Listen, I can do a lot of shit. Plus, that gives me a little quick because John had to go and he said wait for a second. So
He's gotta go pee pee.
yeah, gives us time for a bottle break.
Jesus. I love somebody who can work a good. Wow. I fucking can't with you, man.
Listen,
Sometimes
I see the opening, and I just take the opening.
You see the opening and you just stick it in there, huh?
Oh,
Jam
that's
it right
like
in.
that's my fun. Like at this point, my family motto.
You see the opening and just jam it right in.
I say
Oh my
something
God, I
like
wanna
that.
see
You
if I
guys
can-
all lose your minds. You see, he says something like that, and it's like, oh, okay.
I don't know if you heard everyone lose their minds, but like something like a minute and a half ago, everyone had quite a reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Listen, I short-term memory loss. All right.
You know what it is, New, is part of it is that when you say stuff, we all know that we hear you because we're your guy friends. We just hear you, the goofy kind of every once in a while stuttery, friendly titanium headed dude.
Your plate does a fucking temporary update, and then we're like, oh, nude.
I
And so it sounds so innocent. It sounds so innocent and harmless coming out of your mouth.
Mm.
Blarg.
Oh, so I just went to Google Translate and I took one of my favorite things and I just that's my new family motto is foraminis es foraminis.
What does that mean?
Translates to a whole is a whole.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Dude, but have you not heard the whole pansexual thing where it's just like pansexual people don't have friends, we just have prey?
Gee, that's all right. Given
yeah,
today's
well, you're
climate, that's not a phrasing I would keep around. I do get the context though, because this isn't pansexual. The word is like basically
context.
anyone can get it.
Yeah, we're anyone can get it, but at the same time, we're too nervous to talk to anybody.
It's because you all have social anxiety.
Mhm. Nah, real. So like, in actuality, the real like meaning behind it just means that like, yeah, like we don't define our sexual attraction by gender or gender lines. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I define it by are you fuck ugly? Am I attracted to you on a personal level? Like,
I like that
that's
rock.
how I
That's a
define it.
nice rock.
Yeah, I like that rock. That's a nice rock.
I like that boulder. That's a nice
That's
boulder.
a nice boulder. Yeah.
I wonder
mean,
what
yeah,
it
it's
looks
pretty-
like with some lube.
Yeah. It's pretty. Yeah. It's just like yeah. I mean, yeah. It's. Are you? Do I find you attractive? Yes, I do. I'll let you lay some pipe and or allow you to take said pipe.
More or less, it's like you don't even worry about that kind of stuff. You're just like, all right, cool.
Yeah, that's
It's like, do you
I still
have
wouldn't keep that
something
phrasing
Ajax
around.
and the scrub brush is
Yeah.
not going to get off?
Oh, it wasn't my. I don't. That's not my phrasing. That's just like a fucking open joke in like forums and shit.
Oh, I feel as though you might be on the 4chan of forums.
Nope. Nope. It's actually from a page called Transgender Shitposting, which, by the way, is like one of the best meme pages on the internet.
I don't know about it.
It's all a bunch of transgender people just going off on their feelings.
Dude, I don't know what the page. I don't know what the names of them are, but there's some that I follow on like Facebook and shit that post just really funny shit because they don't give a fuck. And it's so great. It's so relieving. I miss the old internet. I sometimes like I understand the internet was a terrible, fucking wild west of a place back when we were like kids. Or like, we were seeing shit that we really shouldn't need to have been
Oh
seeing.
God, no.
On the old internet back when when it was growing up. And like I get that, yeah, sure. But I kind of miss the old internet. Like I miss kind of the I think I miss the mystique of it all. Cause like we were there when we were growing up with the internet. So it was like, oh, we were just seeing what the fuck came out of everyone in the world being connected to the fucking same place.
And it was definitely
That
not
was
great at
the
times.
that was the wild fucking west. That was some actual wild behavior.
That it was some of the best times. I used to like I was one
It
of them
was the
guys that
best
would like,
times in the West times.
dude, I'm
Yeah.
not even lying. I used to get on I would be on B all the time. I was one of those 4chan dudes who was on there and just like fucking rocking and rolling with it and see something be like, "Oh, that's all right." That's something that got posted today. And you just kind of move along with it. But but like we were talking about earlier, like fucking old social, like we were talking about social media and like how we had to like catch up a little bit on like Twitter and stuff. You can follow our new social medias; they're all out there. Twitter's at DTF_prod. YouTube's YouTube at DTFYT. Go follow the new socials. But we're working on Twitter. We're getting more active on there. We were talking about that earlier, and I think it was Joe mentioned like MySpace.
No,
And
I
like,
did.
was it one of you mentioned MySpace, and I was just, yeah, I realized how much I kind of missed Tom's quirky little fucking social media page, and it's very easy HTML access.
Also, because we all became HTML programmers.
Yeah, like distinctly remember going on and like fucking coding out my page to like look a specific way and play like a song when you first popped onto it, and like had a pop up that came on that said something probably stupid and ridiculous that referred to semen.
I want my 5 songs back.
Yeah, I miss having the whole. Because I mean, I had like multiple songs on mine that would just play. You can click through them or whatever.
Yeah, I remember I had I think at one point it was just like a System of a Down little like mini playlist that would just go on and just play and
There
play, and it
for the
was great.
longest time, it was actually still up, and then it just disappeared.
It like turned into a music platform for a while,
Yeah, it
and
still
like
is.
people were still using it for that, which I had no idea was happening.
I will be.
And then yeah, no, I
Yeah,
also
it was.
remember.
It's still a music thing.
Yeah, I also remember I didn't never run into it, mainly because like I outside of designing, I never changed anything really on my page too much. But and I think Joe, I think you did mention this, the top 5 or the top 10,
Mm-hmm.
like that fucking shit. Like my sister would run into it more than I did because she was younger than me. And like I remember her distinctly being distressed because one of her friends changed her top 5 and put my sister 3 places backwards from where she
Damn.
was or some shit. I was like, I don't see how this matters in any form or fashion to real life.
It didn't.
It just gave all your friends something to bitch about. That's all it did.
Yeah, I never, that was the one thing about social media that I never quite understood or like really could wrap my head around, was
The
like
hierarchy. Yeah.
the hierarchy and like the idea of like this doesn't translate into anything in real life. This isn't, I don't see how this,
Validate me.
yeah, like that part of it just escaped me for the longest time of like,
Validate me.
yeah, that portion of the internet, it still escapes me. Like I have the hardest time, like that's one of the hardest things I have come across with like our social media, like running it in any sort of form or fashion, is like I just post things that I find funny or entertaining
Mm-hmm.
and try my best to like work that into like some kind of advertising. Because otherwise, like I just don't, it's like hey, come watch it if you like it. We appreciate everyone who comes and listens. We do.
It got to the point. It's gotten to the point with Facebook where I literally just use it to like for save issues for like apps and shit. Easier to sign into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Outside
use
of
it to
that,
keep up with friends and family back in New York.
Yeah, I use it for distant connections and shit posting. That's it.
Yeah, shit posting. Yeah, really, shit posting is most of my timeline now on Facebook.
Although I gotta say, like, I've gotten kind of sick of a lot of the shit posting pages because almost all of them have gone like really right wing, and it's like every meme is about trans people. I'm like, dude, this is a shitposting page about Dune. Why are we talking about this? This
Oh,
is a Warhammer 40k shitposting. Why are we talking about this?
there's a fucking page I had do that too. I used to follow this page called I still follow it because they sometimes post relevant shit, but there's this page called Cosmic Book News that used to be like legit. I used to follow it all the time, especially when I was doing like different sections on like, what's going on in like pop culture kind of shit. They were a great resource. And all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, I think back in like 2012 or some shit, all of a sudden they just turned into this like fucking hate Marvel, hate DC, hate anything that's in pop culture because it's either fucking too quote unquote woke or fucking some other bullshit. I'm like, it's just stupid shows for people to watch. I just want to watch the Hulk punch Thanos. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, like not every movie has to be oh my god, what's that one? The famous one, Red Rosebud. Citizen
Yeah.
Kane. Like not every movie has to be Citizen Kane. I
Yeah.
think I said this before, but Roger Ebert had the greatest grading system when it comes to film. Is that you can only grade one movie against another movie within its own genre.
Yeah, that's fair. I could
Which
vibe
is
with
why
that.
he says technically the greatest movie of all time is Little Shop of Horrors. Because in
I
its
can
own
agree with that.
category, it succeeds at everything.
You're not wrong. I can vibe
Great
with
cast, great music, great singing, great visual effects, great set, great props, like everything. Perfect. 10 out
that.
of
No,
10.
I can actually, yeah, I can definitely vibe with that. I mean, I still stand on the ground that Forrest Gump is the best movie that's ever been made, and I'll die on that hill. But I can vibe with what you're putting down with Little Shop of Horrors. I
I would
fucking
say
love
that
that movie.
Forrest Gump is the best drama or dramedy.
See,
Or
that's
drama.
I die on the hill that Forrest Gump's the best movie that's ever been made, and Jenny is the worst fucking human being that's ever walked the face of the earth.
I mean, yeah, I don't
It's just
disagree with it.
it's my chosen stupid hill to die on.
Oh, absolutely.
But but no, I definitely vibe with the Little Shop of Horror things because I fucking love Little Shop of Horrors. It'd either be that or something like that. I'd put it either that or Rocky Horror
Like,
Picture Show.
Jenny is like the only thing more evil than bees.
I fucking hate Jenny so much.
If you're a big fan of
Not the bees.
oh no, not that, but not that movie.
Oh, you're talking about Bridge of Terabithia. Are we back on the Bridge of Terabithia fucking thing? Or not? My girl.
No.
My girl.
My Girl.
My girl. That's what it was.
Mhm.
My girl. He can't see without his glasses.
Bruh, like traumatizing.
Back on this fucking train. All right.
And then she like low key forgets him when she meets a girl.
Was that in this?
It's-
Didn't they do a My Girl too, where she goes and like she's like a teenager and works at like?
I did not know about that.
Yeah, there's a My Girl too, and I don't remember the exact details, but I feel like it's like her as a teenager and they moved or some shit, and like she works at like a I don't know some kind of fucking I don't know dinosaur place or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know all the details or remember it clearly because I remember watching it as a child. But there is
Or are
definitely a
you
My
just
Girl
making
too.
this up?
No, hold on. Now I gotta look it up because I have Google right here and I have my computer, and I can definitely talk while I do this like search thing. My Girl 2. I know for a fact that this fucking existed. Yeah, My Girl 2, right here. Family comedy.
Well,
Yeah,
goddamn.
My Girl 2, made in 1994, and Dan Aykroyd here played in it. Hold on, let's see. Okay, she's 11-year-old hypochondriac 1972 to a more serious teenager in the early 1974. Father Harry and his new wife Shelley Devoto, whom he dated in the first film, is expecting a baby. They still live in Sultan Fuss Funeral Parlor. Okay, so they still live in Madison, Pennsylvania. She moves into her late grandmother's old bedroom. Struggles with adjustments to the new baby. Let's go to Connect Life. Father Shelley give Devoto something. Let's see. God damn. Let's see. Oh, so Shelly contacts a plan for her to go to Los Angeles during her spring break where she can stay with her Uncle Phil and do research on her mother who lived in LA growing up. Okay, so that's why I thought she went to some weird place. Okay, she went to LA. Do.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. This is so much. There's so fucking much. What this I just wanted a synopsis. I didn't want the whole fucking thing. But yeah, they apparently they did make a My Girl too.
Jesus.
She went to LA. Yeah.
And
I
instantly became a whore.
yeah, she goes to learn about her mother. Her mother's school like fucking destroyed in a fire.
Also, gonna say it, like to all our, family, friends, fans in California, like our hearts are pulling for you. Like that's awful.
Oh man, yeah, the
Can we-
fire.
can- Can we not talk about that, please and thank
Just-
you?
Yeah.
Can we not? Thanks.
No, that's that's understandable. But yeah, My Girl too. I knew I remembered they made this fucking movie. 1994. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize that. I thought My Girl was a 1980s movie, like a late 1980s.
Nope.
It was made in 1991.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, look at that. Yeah, fucking My Girl too. Jesus.
As far as movies with props and shit, best props, mine would probably still be fucking my wife just said Harry Potter.
Valid.
No, mine would probably still be Dark Crystal. Like the OG Jim
Ooh.
Henson movie.
Dude, so I wouldn't say best props per se, but definitely best like
I don't
like,
know,
visual
dude,
effects in
because
the
a
sense
lot
of
of
like their
people that have not
costumes.
actually a lot of people that actually have not seen that movie don't understand that those are people in that shit. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like costumes, they're like costumes, not so much as like props. Because
Well,
there's
actually,
people
ooh,
inside or
that's
puppets.
that's a philosophical argument. Is a puppet a prop or a costume?
Well, I feel like if it's a puppet that's controlled by like wires, harnesses, and a controller outside, like an
that's a
animatronic puppet,
prop.
that's
But
a prop. But like if it's a costume that just happens to have a bunch of layers and like stilts or whatever, but it's a costume that you're wearing, like a puppet costume, like a Jim Henson movie, absolutely, there's considered a costume, not a prop.
yeah, those are people wearing that shit. Like
The Skeksis, yeah.
The
Yeah.
fucking Skeksis, man. I would love to
Yeah.
get my hand on like a Skeksis like head.
It's out there.
Oh, I know there's I know there's a couple out there at least. Man, I would love to get my hand on one. But I just love
I'm
stupid
sure
shit
it's gonna
like
be
that.
fucking expensive
Oh,
too.
I'm sure it's
Yeah.
fucking expensive.
Because that movie did not do well on release, but damn, did it get a cult following.
Yeah, Skeksis head.
I don't know
You
why
can
y'all.
order replicas.
I don't know why y'all talking about props just like triggered like work horror.
Work horror?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean by work horror?
Listen, man. I'm not gonna say where I work, but we get a
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of donations and we've gotten some shit.
Oh, people just donate their random like
Things.
oh.
We've gotten some shit.
So have you been on the receiving end of anyone's how can I put this politely, bedroom assistance? I broke John.
Dude, I can't dodge this.
So my boss finds a fucking butt plug. This woman is 70. She doesn't know what this thing is.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And she's holding the motherfucker
No.
by the goddamn plug, apparently. And I'm just like, hey, yo.
Why is this
Was it at
weird
least
looking
like
Christmas
made out
tree
of
thing?
was it at least made out of like crystal or stone or metal?
I wasn't there. All I know is I was like, damn.
That
Now,
poor woman.
Lady, put it down.
We've found lingerie, stripper attire. I found a crusty jock strap once. And I mean that thing was crispy.
Crisp.
No, so
That's
there's
just
this
That
thing.
thing was crispy like bacon.
And it-
No, the best one I was there for was the girl that works in the back with me, D, like when I'm going through like like home goods and hard goods and stuff. She found a fucking wand.
like a Hitachi,
I bet
wand.
you she took that thing home too, didn't she?
No, like
God
one,
damn it,
yeah,
Steve.
like one of the like you plug the bitch into a wall.
Woo! You
Like
know what? Those are great for
the-
your neck too.
Oh, they're fantastic
the
for a lot of
bean flick
things.
the bean flick 9000. No, like it was one of the ones like it's actually like that's what it's for.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
with the
yeah,
angled
no.
head.
No, it's like the one that goes like straight
hmm
or whatever.
The
Yeah.
Hitachi magic wand. Yeah.
Yeah, one of those things.
You know, the
Yeah.
same company that makes nuclear reactors, giant boats, and construction hardware also makes the most aggressive marital aid on Earth.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is that fucking thing had a dent in it.
So, did you guys pay attention to CES this year?
You know what? I have to go back and watch a lot of it.
So
Actually,
there was one that
Oh.
stood out on topic. So there's a company called Motor Bunny, which is like essentially the new version of Sibian. Which if you don't know what a Sibian is, it's a vibrator with a V8 engine, basically. It's aggressive as shit.
Fucking excuse me?
Oh yeah, I'll send you a picture. It's wild. It's essentially a saddle that you sit on and just has a batshit huge engine, and the thing shakes your soul out of your body. But that company premiered at CES this year because they had a new attachment. It plugs into your Xbox or PlayStation controller, and it goes with your game.
what?
Yup. It is now adaptable to both console controllers.
Yes, because that's what I want to do.
fine.
That's what I
you-
want to do is
yes,
blow a
I
load while I'm
do.
playing Call of Duty.
Fucking bruh. Like actually paint the seats of a Ferrari in the middle of Forza.
Jesus Christ.
I'm
But
fucking-
Joe, I think
just
me
get
and you
into a
should do a thing where
continuous
we
drift and have your just controller go zzz.
the whole thing. Yeah. Joe, I think me and you
Um,
should go watch some CES highlights and then we can comment on them. We can make a
that'd be great,
Patreon only
yeah.
content out of that. That'd be fun. We
Mhm.
should do that. But let me take a look. I want to check what we're at because we are
An
getting
hour.
yes, we're getting
We're heading.
close.
We're
Yeah.
5 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, we're hitting our time pretty soon. So I just wanted to check and make sure of that.
that's what I thought would be a great way to finish.
I tell you what, that is definitely a good way to finish.
That was on the tits.
With on that note, hey, make sure to check out our sponsors, W. Use code SCIENCE at checkout. Hey, Steve, how do you spell that?
Okay, hold on. You're saying that too fast. It sounded like you was like WWE. We are not sponsored by the World Wrestling Entertainment.
No, we're
You're
not sponsored by World Wrestling Entertainment. But hey, call me. We're sponsored by Dubby. Yes,
The fuck we will.
DUBBY. I would love to have I'd love to be sponsored by the WWE. You were kidding me? Bring John Cena on here. Yes.
Okay, I'll have him, but
We don't have to see him to talk to him.
About
Mm-mm.
that.
Bring me Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Are
I
you
just want
sure
to hear.
about
I
that?
just want to hear Paul Heyman. I just want to hear it one good time in our podcast. My
Listen,
name is
WWE wants to
Paul
sponsor one of our shows.
Heyman.
Sure, go ahead. Dude, if the WWE want to sponsor our show, they could send me Mankind for all I care. That crazy bastard. I don't give a shit. Cactus Jack,
Oh, dude.
bring it on.
So really quick, speaking of it, my sister lives in the same neighborhood as Sergeant Slaughter.
He's still
Is he?
alive.
I thought he was dead.
No, God no, he's very much still alive. He still does appearances.
I
Fun
thought
fact:
he was
homie's
dead.
a Freemason.
Huh.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah, he
well, check
lives
out our
in
sponsor,
the,
Dubby, and get 10% off.
use code SCIENCE, SCIENC.
Yes. I'm just gonna start having you guys spell it out now because I keep fucking it up every time I try to spell it on cue.
SCIENCE.
But it gets you 10% off your orders per W. And yeah, make sure to rate us 5 stars on Spotify and anywhere else that you're listening to us, Apple, whatever, because like that actually helps us out. It'd be really good. Because yeah, it'd be nice to get us out. And make sure to follow our socials. You heard them earlier. But that's it. Yeah, I appreciate everyone coming out and having a good time. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Good night.
Bye.